Chosen one, I know your heart feels heavy at times. You've walked through seasons of isolation when it seemed like the world was set against you. Maybe you've tried to fit in to make sense of why people treat you differently, but all you've found is frustration, confusion, and a constant sense of being an outsider. You've often wondered why it feels like others can't understand you, why they mock your spirit or envy your strength. But let me tell you something. This is not a coincidence. This isn't just a string of unfortunate events. The truth is, you were chosen before you even knew who you were. You were marked by something divine, something greater than the ordinary, and because of that, you carry a light that others can't comprehend. Your soul shines in places where others' light is dim, and for that, the world will resist you. The rejection you feel, the misunderstandings, the hate, it's not personal. It's spiritual. The enemy recognizes what's inside of you, and it will stop at nothing to make you doubt your worth. But here's the truth. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Your purpose is unfolding, and every challenge you face is part of the divine journey leading you to fulfill what you were sent here to do. You are not lost. You are chosen. The reason you felt like you don't belong is because you were never meant to blend in. The reason people turn on you or misunderstand you is because your presence challenges something far deeper than you realize. You are here for a reason, chosen one, and your purpose is far beyond what most people can comprehend. This message isn't just a random video you stumbled upon, it's divine timing. You are meant to hear this now, in this moment, because what you're facing, the rejection and hate you endure, is not a coincidence. There is a deeper spiritual reason for it. The truth is, the world does not hate the average person. It doesn't despise those who follow the crowd or live without questioning. But it has a problem with you, the one who has been set apart, the one who carries something greater within. This message is designed to reveal the spiritual and deeper reasons behind the hate and rejection you face. We will explore why you're not being hated just because of who you are, but because of what you carry, what you represent, and what you are destined to do. And most importantly, you'll learn why this hate doesn't matter, not in the grand scheme of the purpose you were created for. Your destiny is too powerful to be swayed by the opinions of those who don't understand it. Now, as we move forward, I want you to engage with this energy. If you feel deep in your soul that this message was meant for you, type 777, 11, or 333 in the comments as your confirmation. Let the universe and the divine know that you are awake to your purpose. This is your moment to affirm the truth that has always been inside you. Know that you are not alone in this journey. This space is a safe space for the chosen ones like you. It's a place where your struggles are understood and your divine journey is validated. In this space you are seen, heard, and supported. So join me as we uncover the spiritual truths behind the hate and rejection you've faced, and let's walk together in the knowledge that you are chosen, and your path is one of profound significance. Let's begin this journey of truth, chosen one. You were meant for something extraordinary, and today you are one step closer to fully realizing it. The hate that the chosen ones experience is not rooted in personal failings or shortcomings, but in the very essence of who they are. Those who find themselves facing animosity or rejection from others often internalize these attacks as personal failures. They may begin to question their worth, wondering why they are being treated with such hostility, despite their pure intentions. But the truth lies in the deeper spiritual reality. The hate they face stems not from their actions but from their spiritual light and divine power. Chosen ones embody truth, purpose, and divine potential in a world that is often swayed by illusion and deceit. They are beacons of light in an environment that prefers darkness, because darkness can conceal itself. When chosen ones walk into a space, they don't just bring their physical presence, they bring with them the undeniable energy of divine alignment, which acts as a mirror to the souls of those around them. This mirror reveals not just the strengths, but the insecurities, doubts, and darkness hidden within others. This is why the reactions they receive are often negative. It is not because of who they are, but because of the truth they carry, which causes discomfort in those who are still bound to the illusions of this world. The world is not always ready for truth. People often fear what they don't understand, and the light of the chosen ones often exposes uncomfortable truths. In this sense, the hate they face is not a reflection of their character, but a reaction to the divine disturbance they cause in others. The more they step into their spiritual purpose, the more they challenge the status quo, making it difficult for those who are still living under fear and illusion to remain in their comfort zone. This spiritual warfare is not a personal struggle, but a divine battle between light and darkness. It is a battle that goes beyond human interactions and touches on the very forces that govern the spiritual realm. And this is where the true source of hate lies. It's not the person, but what they represent, the divine light that pierces through the shadows of the world. The attacks and rejection that the chosen ones face are far more than mere personal challenges or individual misunderstandings. They are deeply rooted in a spiritual battle, a confrontation between the forces of light and the forces of darkness. This battle is not fought with physical weapons, but with spiritual energy, a clash between divine purpose and the powers that seek to prevent it. The world is governed by unseen forces that thrive on fear, manipulation, and control. These forces are dedicated to keeping humanity in the chains of illusion and ignorance, because those who live in fear and deception are far easier to control. The forces of darkness fear the light the chosen ones carry, and for good reason. The light they shine exposes the lies, corruption, and systems of control that have held humanity captive for centuries. These systems are built on fear, oppression, and deceit, and when the chosen ones step into their divine purpose, they begin to tear down these strongholds, revealing the truth that has been hidden for so long. The enemy, knowing the power of the chosen one's light, works tirelessly to snuff it out, hoping to keep the world in the darkness of ignorance and despair. What makes the chosen ones so powerful is not just their physical presence, but their spiritual alignment. Their divine energy radiates from within, creating a ripple effect that challenges the very fabric of the world's systems. It is this light, the truth they carry, that threatens the enemy. When a chosen one speaks truth, it causes a shift in the spiritual atmosphere. The darkness that has held sway begins to falter, and the enemy's grip on the world weakens. This is why the forces of darkness will do whatever they can to stop the chosen ones from succeeding. They know that every step forward in the chosen one's divine purpose is a blow to their own power. The enemy doesn't fear the chosen ones for their physical strength or their material possessions. It's not about the things they have in the world. It's about the divine power they hold within them. The enemy knows that when the chosen ones are fully aligned with their spiritual purpose, their light becomes a beacon of hope and transformation, igniting the hearts of others and awakening them to the truth. This is why the chosen ones are often subjected to rejection attacks and spiritual warfare. It's not because they are weak, but because their very existence disrupts the enemy's plans. The more the chosen ones step into their purpose, the more the darkness fights to stop them. The spiritual attacks that the chosen ones face are not random. They are part of the enemy's strategy to derail their divine mission. The enemy knows that the chosen ones are a direct threat to the status quo, so it will throw every obstacle in their path. These obstacles may come in the form of doubts, fears, setbacks, and even people who oppose them. But these attacks are not a sign of defeat. They are a testament to the chosen one's power. If the enemy is willing to work so hard to stop them, it's because it recognizes the immense power that resides within the chosen ones. Understanding this spiritual battle is crucial for the chosen ones. They must recognize that the struggle they face is not personal. It is part of the spiritual warfare they are called to engage in. The enemy is not attacking them because of who they are, but because of the divine calling they carry. The chosen ones must remember that their purpose is far greater than any battle they face. The enemy will use every tactic in its arsenal: distractions, discouragement, and even direct spiritual attacks to try to divert them from their path. But these attacks are merely a sign that they are on the right track. It's important to understand that the spiritual warfare the chosen ones face is not an indication of their weakness. It is proof of their strength. The very fact that the enemy is attacking them shows that they are making progress in fulfilling their divine purpose. It is also a sign that the enemy is afraid. The darkness is afraid of the light they carry, and it will fight to keep them from shining that light. But the chosen ones must rise above these attacks, understanding that they are not fighting alone. They are surrounded by divine protection and equipped with the strength they need to overcome any challenge that comes their way. The chosen ones must also recognize that the attacks they face are not just about them. They are about the greater purpose that they are fulfilling. The enemy doesn't want them to succeed, because their success means the unraveling of the darkness that has controlled the world for so long. The chosen ones are agents of change, and their mission is to bring the light of truth into the world to awaken those who are still living in the darkness of fear and deception. Every step they take toward their divine purpose is a victory for the kingdom of God and a defeat for the forces of darkness. While the enemy will continue to fight against them, the chosen ones must not be discouraged. They are part of a greater plan, and every spiritual attack they face is a reminder that they are on the right path. They are called to rise above the darkness, to stand firm in their purpose, and to continue shining their light no matter how intense the opposition becomes. The more they embrace their divine calling, the more they will be empowered to overcome the enemy's attacks and fulfill the mission they were chosen for. The battle is real, but so is the victory. The chosen ones have already been equipped with everything they need to succeed. They have been given divine protection, spiritual strength, and the unwavering truth that will guide them through any storm. The enemy may try to stop them, but the truth remains: the light of the chosen ones cannot be extinguished. It is their time to rise to shine and to fulfill their divine mission, no matter the opposition they face. As they press forward in their divine calling, the chosen ones will experience the full power of God's protection and provision. They will see the enemy's attacks fall away as they continue to walk in the truth and light that God has placed within them. This spiritual battle will only serve to strengthen them, to refine their character, and to bring them closer to fulfilling their ultimate purpose. The victory is already won, and the chosen ones are destined to walk in it. The impact of a chosen one's presence cannot be overstated. When they walk into a room, their energy is palpable. It shifts the atmosphere. Those who are spiritually awake will feel the peace, the clarity, and the truth that radiates from the chosen one, while those who are still stuck in spiritual darkness will feel the discomfort, the tension, and the resistance. This disruption happens because the chosen one's very existence challenges the status quo. The energy they emit exposes the hidden fears, insecurities, and shadows of others. People who are still spiritually asleep or trapped in illusions find it difficult to stay in the presence of someone who is fully aligned with God's will. Their light is so bright, it forces people to confront the things they have kept hidden from themselves. And in doing so, the chosen ones unintentionally become agents of awakening. However, this awakening comes at a price. Not everyone welcomes it. The discomfort people feel around the chosen ones is often a direct reflection of their own spiritual resistance. They may feel jealousy, fear, or anger because the light the chosen one brings exposes the areas in their lives where they are still bound by fear, insecurity, or past trauma. In many cases, they may not even consciously recognize this discomfort. They may only feel that the chosen one's presence is unsettling. This is not the chosen one's fault. They are merely fulfilling their divine purpose. It's the spiritual light they carry that causes others to feel uncomfortable. The chosen ones must understand that the reactions of others are not a reflection of their worth, but of the spiritual awakening taking place in those around them. The discomfort others feel is actually a signal that the chosen one is doing exactly what they are meant to do: awaken those who are still sleeping. It is important to note that this awakening does not happen overnight. It can take time for those who are still in darkness to process the truth they are being shown. The chosen one's role is not to force others to wake up, but to be a vessel of light that allows others to see the truth for themselves. Some will resist, others will embrace it. The key for the chosen ones is to stay focused on their own purpose and to trust that God will lead them to those who are ready to receive the light they bring. As the chosen ones continue on their journey, they will encounter many who feel the same spiritual discomfort they once did. These individuals will need the same grace, love, and understanding that the chosen ones have received from God. The mission is not just to awaken the world, but to do so with compassion and patience, knowing that each person's journey is unique. The chosen ones must remain steadfast in their purpose, knowing that they are fulfilling a divine mission that will ultimately bring freedom, peace, and awakening to those who are ready to receive it. In conclusion, the hate and rejection the chosen ones face is not personal. It is a reflection of the spiritual light they carry and the truth they embody. The enemy works tirelessly to dim their light, but the chosen ones must continue to walk in their divine purpose. Their presence disrupts the spiritual darkness and awakens those who are still bound by fear and illusion. While the path may be challenging, it is also incredibly powerful as the chosen ones are walking in alignment with the divine will of God. They are not alone in this journey. Angels, guardians, and spiritual allies are with them every step of the way. The world needs their light, and the chosen ones must continue to shine brightly, trusting in the power of their divine calling. The chosen ones are not like the average person. They are spiritually awake, attuned to a deeper level of awareness that others often overlook. They see the world through a unique lens, one that allows them to discern the unseen and perceive the truth beneath the surface of everyday life. While others may be preoccupied with the mundane, the chosen ones are constantly questioning, seeking meaning, and reflecting on the purpose of their existence. In a world dominated by distraction and shallow pursuits, the chosen ones are aware of the deeper currents flowing beneath the surface. They sense the spiritual battles being waged in unseen realms and understand the interconnectedness of all things. Their intuition is heightened, guiding them to truths that others may miss. What others see as coincidence or happenstance, the chosen ones see as divine synchronicity. Their spiritual awakening allows them to tap into a deeper knowledge, one that transcends the physical and connects them to the divine source. The contrast between the chosen ones and the average individual could not be starker. While most people follow the crowd going through life without questioning the status quo, the chosen ones stand apart. They question everything, the systems they are part of, the structures they are told to trust, and even the assumptions that are commonly accepted. Their journey is one of introspection and inquiry, leading them to seek meaning in every experience, every challenge, and every interaction. This constant search for truth often leaves them feeling misunderstood, out of sync with those around them, and at times isolated. However, this sense of isolation is not a curse, but a sign of their awakening. They are not meant to blend in or conform. They are meant to lead, to challenge, and to transform. Their ability to see beyond the illusion of the world is both a gift and a burden. It is a gift because it allows them to step into their divine calling with clarity and purpose. It is a burden because it often means carrying the weight of a truth that is difficult for others to understand or accept. The chosen ones must navigate their path with wisdom, knowing that their purpose is greater than the fleeting opinions of others. Being chosen is often misunderstood as a sign of superiority, a privilege that elevates the chosen ones above others. However, in truth, being chosen is not about being better, more powerful, or deserving of accolades. It is about carrying a divine responsibility. The chosen ones are not set apart to elevate themselves, but to elevate others, to bring light where darkness reigns, and to heal wounds that others may not even see. Their divine calling is not about personal gain, nor is it about recognition. It is a responsibility to fulfill a higher purpose, one that is tied to the greater good of humanity and the spiritual restoration of the world. The purpose of the chosen ones is not to draw attention to themselves, but to serve as a vessel through which divine love and wisdom can flow. Their journey is marked by struggle and sacrifice, but not for their own benefit. Rather, the struggles they endure are meant to bring about healing, transformation, and redemption for those they are called to serve. Each hardship they face, each challenge they overcome, prepares them for the task ahead, to break the generational cycles of pain, suffering, and limitation that have held humanity captive for so long. The chosen ones are called to undo the work of past generations' work that perpetuated fear, division, and disempowerment. They are meant to heal spiritual wounds passed down through the ages, to confront inherited struggles, and to bring forth a new era of divine alignment. This is no small task. It is a heavy responsibility, but the chosen ones are uniquely equipped for it. The struggles they face are not random. They are part of their divine preparation. Every trial, every betrayal, every moment of suffering shapes them into the vessel they are destined to be. These experiences strengthen their resolve, deepen their connection to the divine, and transform them into the instruments of change they were born to be. While the world may not always understand the path of the chosen ones, and while others may question their journey, the chosen ones remain steadfast. They know deep in their hearts that they are walking in alignment with a divine plan far greater than anything they could have imagined for themselves. Their purpose is not driven by the pursuit of wealth, status, or fame, but by a deep, unwavering commitment to love, compassion, and service to others. They are not here to claim glory or recognition. They are here to heal, to uplift, and to guide others toward their own divine potential. Each step the chosen ones take on their path is a step toward fulfilling their ultimate mission. They are the healers, the light bringers, and the change makers of the world. Their journey is not about personal accolades or external success. It is about leaving a legacy that will impact generations to come, a legacy built on love, wisdom, and divine service. The chosen ones understand that their journey is about bringing others into alignment with their own divine purpose, helping them heal from the wounds of the past and guiding them toward a future of spiritual freedom. The chosen ones also understand that their divine purpose is not tied to worldly success or approval. In a world that often measures success by material wealth status and popularity, the chosen ones are reminded that their worth is not defined by these transient measures. Their true value lies in their obedience to the divine calling on their lives, their unwavering commitment to fulfilling their purpose, and their ability to rise above the challenges they face. They are not measured by the riches they accumulate or the recognition they receive, but by their dedication to their mission and their capacity to serve others with humility and grace. The chosen ones are not here to be served by the world, but to serve it. They are called to transform the world through their love light and divine wisdom. They are not waiting for the world to validate them. They are here to show the world what true fulfillment looks like. They are the ones who will heal the brokenhearted, free the captives, and bring about spiritual renewal in a world that desperately needs it. Their divine purpose is not just a calling. It is a responsibility they have embraced, knowing that they are the hands and feet of the divine on earth. This path is not always easy. There will be moments of doubt, times when the chosen ones question their purpose or feel discouraged by the weight of their calling. There will be moments when they are tempted to give up, to turn away from the responsibility they have accepted. But in those moments, they must remember why they were chosen in the first place. They were chosen not because they are better than anyone else, but because they are equipped to carry the light of divine truth into the darkest places. They were chosen because they have the strength to endure, the compassion to heal, and the wisdom to lead. The chosen ones must also understand that their journey will not always be understood by others. The world will not always recognize their divine calling, and some may even oppose them. But the chosen ones are not here to seek approval from others. They are here to fulfill their purpose, regardless of the obstacles in their way. Their divine calling is not contingent on the world's recognition, but on their obedience to the divine plan that has been set before them. To be chosen is not to live a life of privilege, but to live a life of service. The chosen ones are not here to accumulate wealth, status, or power. They are here to give, to serve, and to lead others toward the divine truth that has been revealed to them. Their journey is one of selflessness, humility, and sacrifice. They are the ones who will build the kingdom of God on earth, not through the accumulation of material wealth, but through the transformation of lives. The chosen ones are the healers of the world, the ones who will bring light to the darkest places. They will not be deterred by opposition or rejection, for they know that their purpose is greater than anything the world can offer. They will rise above the noise of the world, standing firm in their divine calling, knowing that they are fulfilling a mission that is far greater than themselves. Their worth is not defined by what the world thinks of them, but by their unwavering commitment to fulfilling the divine plan that has been set before them. As they walk this path, the chosen ones must remember that their divine purpose is to serve others, to heal the wounds of the past, and to bring about a new era of divine alignment. They must not seek personal gain or recognition, but must focus on the greater good of humanity. Their journey is not about personal success. It is about fulfilling their divine mission, and in doing so, transforming the world for the better. The chosen ones are not just a beacon of hope for themselves. They are a beacon of hope for all of humanity. Their light will shine in the darkness. Their love will heal the brokenhearted, and their wisdom will guide those who are lost. Their purpose is not just to fulfill their own divine calling, but to inspire others to step into their own. They are the leaders, the healers, and the light bearers, and their journey will leave an indelible mark on the world long after they have fulfilled their divine mission. The chosen ones are truly a testament to resilience. In a world filled with challenges, rejection, and betrayal, they rise again and again, each time stronger and more resolute than before. Their spirit, forged in divine strength, cannot be broken, no matter how great the obstacle. This unshakable nature is not born of their own might, but of the profound spiritual power they carry within. It is a power that ensures they do not simply endure, they thrive, and they are equipped to overcome any challenge life throws at them. It is often the qualities that make the chosen ones stand out, qualities like empathy, integrity, and unwavering faith that make them the targets of the world's harshest trials. Their very goodness, their ability to love and to help others, is often met with misunderstanding and ridicule. They are not always embraced by the people they are meant to help. Rather, they are tested by them, pushed to their limits, and criticized for the very qualities that make them divine instruments in this world. Yet despite this adversity, the chosen ones do not falter. They do not buckle under the weight of the challenges they face. They rise again and again, stronger, more determined, and more equipped to fulfill their purpose. Resilience is not simply a trait. It is a hallmark of the chosen ones. They understand deeply that the challenges they face are part of their divine training. Every rejection, every hardship, and every trial they endure is not in vain. It is the refining fire that shapes them into who they are destined to become. These trials are not punishments. They are the necessary steps on their journey, designed to prepare them for their higher purpose. The chosen ones do not waste time lamenting over setbacks or losses. Instead, they embrace them as part of the process, knowing that each experience adds to their strength and their wisdom. The challenges faced by the chosen ones are in fact markers of their divine mission. These struggles are not signs that they are on the wrong path, but evidence that they are doing the work they were chosen for. They know that their journey will not be free from opposition. In fact, they expect challenges, yet they also expect victory. This expectation is not born from arrogance, but from a deep, unwavering faith that their purpose is greater than the forces working against them. They have no doubt that they are destined for greatness, and because of this belief they can endure the trials and still emerge victorious. It is important to recognize that the chosen ones do not rely on their own strength to endure. Their resilience is not of human origin. It is divine. Their ability to persist in the face of adversity comes from their deep connection to a higher power. They understand that their divine strength is not limited to their physical ability or mental resolve. Rather, it comes from a wellspring of spiritual power that flows from their trust in God's plan for their lives. It is this spiritual foundation that gives them the strength to continue on their journey, even when the road is dark, the weight is heavy, and the opposition is overwhelming. What sets the chosen ones apart is their ability to rise above personal hardship and see the greater purpose behind each challenge. They are not driven by a desire for personal success or fame. Their resilience is not about achieving accolades or recognition. It is about fulfilling their divine calling. They have been chosen to serve a higher purpose, and they understand that the trials they face are not obstacles to their success, but necessary parts of their spiritual evolution. It is this understanding that fuels their persistence. It is this understanding that helps them stay focused on their mission, even when everything around them seems to be falling apart. The chosen ones know that spiritual growth comes through adversity. They understand that just as gold is refined in fire, so too is their faith, character, and purpose solidified in the crucible of hardship. They do not fear the storms that come their way, because they know that these storms are not meant to break them, but to strengthen them. Each trial they face adds another layer of resilience, sharpening their focus and their resolve. They grow not just in strength, but in wisdom. They become more in tune with their divine purpose, more attuned to the guidance of the Holy Spirit, and more prepared to lead others toward the light. There is a unique power in the resilience of the chosen ones. It is not just personal strength, it is a spiritual gift. Their ability to face adversity with grace, to rise after each fall, and to continue moving forward with determination is a reflection of the divine power that lives within them. Their resilience is not merely a response to hardship, it is a tool they use to fulfill their destiny. Each time they face opposition, they are given the opportunity to rise higher, to push beyond their limitations, and to become a living example of the power of divine purpose. In the spiritual realm, the chosen ones are warriors. They are not passive participants in the world's drama. They are active agents of divine change. Their resilience is a weapon that allows them to stand firm in the face of opposition and to lead others toward the light. They are the ones who, despite the forces working against them, will not bend or break. They will stand tall and remain unwavering in their commitment to their purpose. With each challenge they face, the chosen ones grow closer to their true calling. Their resilience strengthens their spirit, deepens their connection to God, and enhances their ability to serve others. Their journey is not without its struggles, but these struggles are the very thing that empowers them to fulfill their divine mission. They are not just survivors of adversity, they are conquerors, and with each victory, they become more aligned with their purpose. For the chosen ones, resilience is not just a trait, it is a way of life. It is a spiritual gift that allows them to fulfill their divine calling, to lead others out of darkness, and to become beacons of light in a world that desperately needs it. Their unshakable spirit is proof that they are living out their purpose, and with every challenge they overcome, they draw nearer to their true calling. Their resilience is their power, and with that power, they will change the world. The path of the chosen one is not an easy one, but it is a path of purpose, growth, and transformation. It is a journey of spiritual awakening, divine purpose, and unshakable resilience. The chosen ones are not ordinary people. They are beings destined for greatness, equipped with the spiritual strength to overcome any obstacle and fulfill their divine calling. They are spiritually awake, aware of the truth that others overlook. Their purpose is to heal, to break generational cycles, and to bring light to the darkness. Despite the challenges they face, their spirit remains unbroken. They rise again stronger, each time knowing that their struggles are not in vain, but are part of their divine preparation. The chosen ones are not here to conform to the world's standards. They are here to challenge those standards, to rise above the limitations imposed by fear and illusion, and to step into their true power. They are the light bearers, the change makers, and the warriors of the spiritual realm. Their path is one of divine purpose, and their resilience is a reflection of their unwavering faith in God's plan. As they continue to walk their path, the chosen ones must embrace their unique journey with courage, knowing that they are divinely equipped to fulfill their calling. They are not alone on this journey. God's guidance, the support of their spiritual allies, and the strength they carry within them will always lead them forward. The chosen ones are destined for greatness, and they must continue to walk with boldness, faith, and trust in the divine plan that is unfolding before them. The chosen ones are like beacons in a world that often prefers to remain in the darkness. Their light, both spiritual and personal, shines brightly, revealing what others have long kept hidden in the recesses of their hearts and minds. This light is not merely a passive presence. It is an active force of divine transformation that inevitably stirs the world around them. It forces others to confront uncomfortable truths, truths that many would rather ignore or bury deep within themselves. For the chosen ones, their presence is not just about existing. They are embodiments of divine purpose. The light they carry doesn't just illuminate. It disrupts. It disrupts the illusions that many people have carefully crafted to protect themselves from their own fears, insecurities, and unresolved wounds. In a world where many are content to remain in the shadows, cloaked by distractions and superficial comforts, the chosen ones are the divine catalysts that force a reckoning. They shine, and in doing so they make the invisible visible. The walls people have built around their vulnerabilities start to crumble when exposed to this light. This exposure of hidden darkness is not without its consequences. It often provokes an intense emotional response from those who are unprepared to confront what is reflected back at them. The discomfort that arises in these moments often manifests as resentment, anger, or even hatred. People who have grown accustomed to living in the comfort of their own illusions will not appreciate the presence of someone who brings their truths to light. The chosen ones are, in a sense, mirrors reflecting not only the image that people want to see, but also the image of who they truly are. These mirrors are spiritual in nature, and they have the power to show the raw and unfiltered reality that many are too afraid to acknowledge. For those still entrenched in their own shadows, the light of the chosen ones can be unbearable. It forces them to ask themselves questions they may not be ready to answer. Why am I afraid? Why do I feel insecure? Why have I not stepped into my full potential? These are questions that, when faced, require a willingness to confront the self, the parts of oneself that have been hidden away for so long. And for many, the idea of facing those parts is too painful. It's easier to lash out at the one who holds up the mirror than to look into it and examine what's reflected there. But this discomfort, this pain, is not a burden for the chosen ones. It is a sign of their divine power and purpose. They are not here to condemn, but to awaken. The chosen ones were not meant to blend in with the world. They were sent to disrupt, to challenge, and to provoke transformation. They are the divine agents of change, the ones who stir up what has long been dormant, forcing others to either confront or run from their own truths. In a sense, the more they shine, the more they trigger discomfort in those around them. The light of the chosen ones is meant to illuminate, to reveal, and to awaken. It does not discriminate between the comfortable and the uncomfortable, the prepared and the unprepared. It shines on everyone, bringing clarity and truth. Those who are not ready to embrace the light may resist, they may lash out, but the truth remains undeniable. The light is essential for growth, even when it feels painful. Just as a seed must break through the soil to grow, so too must individuals break through their own barriers in order to evolve. The chosen ones are the ones who create the necessary conditions for this growth to occur, even if it means facing resistance and hostility along the way. This light that they carry is not meant to be hidden or dimmed. It is meant to shine unapologetically, even when the world around them tries to put out the flame. The more they shine, the more the darkness in others is exposed. And while this exposure may lead to discomfort, anger, or hatred, it is important for the chosen ones to remember that this is not a reflection of their worth or their mission. It is simply the result of them doing what they were designed to do, illuminating the path for others, awakening them to their true potential, and inspiring them to step into the fullness of their divine purpose. The spiritual warfare that the chosen ones face is real, and it is rooted in this very discomfort. The enemy knows that when the chosen ones shine, they disrupt the status quo, they challenge the power structures, and they awaken others to the truth of who they are. The enemy fears the light because it exposes the darkness that has held people captive for so long. And so the chosen ones are met with resistance. But they are not to be dissuaded by this resistance. Instead, they must embrace it, knowing that it is a sign that they are fulfilling their purpose. The more they shine, the more they push the darkness into retreat. It is important for the chosen ones to understand that the hate they face is not personal. It is spiritual. It is a reaction to the light they carry, to the truth they bring, and to the transformation they are causing. The darkness within others feels threatened by the light, and rather than confront it, it lashes out. The chosen ones must remember that this is not about them. It is about the power they carry, the mission they are on, and the divine purpose they are fulfilling. In moments of resistance and hostility, the chosen ones are reminded of their role in the grand spiritual plan. They are the ones who shine, the ones who bring truth, and the ones who provoke transformation. They are the ones who make the impossible possible, who challenge the status quo, and who awaken others to their true potential. This is not a path for the faint of heart. It is a path for the courageous, the resilient, and the determined. The chosen ones are here to rise above the darkness, to embrace their divine power, and to shine brighter than ever before. In the end, the discomfort that others feel in their presence is a reflection of the light that the chosen ones carry. The more they shine, the more they will disrupt the darkness. And while this may bring resistance, anger, or even hatred, the chosen ones must stand firm in their purpose, knowing that they are fulfilling the divine mission they were placed on this earth to accomplish. The world needs their light, and they must continue to shine, no matter the cost. For in the end, the light will always prevail over the darkness. The world is built on systems of control, systems that rely on manipulation, fear, and validation through external means. People who thrive in these systems depend on others' compliance, whether through social status, material success, or the reinforcement of conventional ideas. These systems depend on the idea that individuals should follow the crowd, seek approval from others, and conform to expectations. It's a system that thrives on predictability and control. The chosen ones, however, are a direct challenge to this structure. They cannot be controlled, nor do they seek to be controlled. Their very existence is an affront to the world's systems because they walk with divine purpose and are spiritually free. The chosen ones are not interested in the approval of the world. They do not live to please others or to gain validation from external sources. They understand their worth is intrinsic and divine, not defined by the world's standards. They walk a path that is uniquely their own, guided by divine purpose and spiritual clarity. This independence, this freedom from external validation, is something that the world cannot comprehend. It is also something that the world cannot allow, because in this freedom, the chosen ones expose the weaknesses of the system itself. When the chosen ones reject manipulation and refuse to conform, they threaten the status quo. Their ability to walk through life without the chains of fear, doubt, or validation makes them a threat to those who rely on these systems for their sense of self-worth. The more spiritually independent the chosen ones become, the more they undermine the very systems that seek to control others. This triggers fear in those who benefit from the world's structures, and that fear often manifests as hatred. The world cannot tolerate something that operates outside of its control, and thus the chosen ones become targets for those who feel threatened by their freedom. This inability to control the chosen ones stirs up anxiety in those who have yet to realize their own divine potential. The world system thrives on dependence, but the chosen ones are independent. They are free, and their freedom shines a light on the chains that others wear, making them uncomfortable. And when people are uncomfortable with the reflection of their own bondage, they often turn their discomfort into hatred. At the core of much of the hatred that the chosen ones face is envy. This is not the type of envy that seeks to tear someone down for the sake of malice, but rather the kind that arises when individuals confront their own unfulfilled potential. The chosen ones represent a mirror reflecting what others could have been, had they had the courage to step into their true calling but instead chose to remain in the shadows of their own limitations. They embody the dreams that were never pursued, the passions that were never ignited, and the greatness that was abandoned. For many, the presence of the chosen ones is a reminder of all they could have accomplished, but didn't, and in some cases a reminder of what they still could achieve, but haven't had the courage to pursue. The chosen ones are living examples of the untapped potential that resides in each of us. They are a walking testament to the possibilities that exist when we break free from the chains of fear, doubt, and insecurity. The confidence, strength, and resilience that the chosen ones exude naturally becomes an uncomfortable truth for those who have chosen to remain small, who have settled for less than their divine birthright. It is often said that the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but living without ever fully realizing one's potential. The chosen ones are the ones who have dared to step outside the confines of comfort and mediocrity, and in doing so, they have unlocked a future full of possibility. Their very presence challenges others to question their own choices and their own limitations. When they see someone walking boldly in their truth, unapologetically embracing their divine calling, many people are faced with the painful realization that they have spent years or even their entire lives choosing not to act on their own inner knowing, not to take the steps that could have led them to greatness. This realization stirs up feelings of envy that is not about hatred, but about self-awareness. It's a deep discomfort that arises from seeing another person living out what you secretly wish you had the strength to pursue. The chosen ones live authentically, making bold decisions, taking risks, and facing fear head-on in ways that others find daunting. Their lives are proof that it is possible to walk in alignment with one's purpose, despite the obstacles, the doubts, and the naysayers. And for many, this is where the envy begins, not in a desire to bring the chosen ones down, but in the painful acknowledgement that they have not yet mustered the courage to take that same step into their own calling. The envy eventually shifts to jealousy. Jealousy is far more dangerous and destructive than envy because it is fueled by the belief that someone else's success diminishes your own possibilities. It's a force that doesn't just wish to tear someone down. It seeks to make them feel small, insignificant, or unworthy in the face of their accomplishments. Jealousy doesn't care if the chosen ones are aware of it or not. What matters is that their very success serves as a reminder of what the jealous person has not yet achieved, what they have chosen not to do, and what they fear they might never accomplish. People who are jealous of the chosen ones don't always understand the depths of their own feelings. It's not personal hatred in the traditional sense, rather it's a reaction to the discomfort of seeing their own potential reflected in another person's success. The jealousy often arises because the chosen ones become mirrors to those around them. Mirrors that reflect the unfulfilled dreams, the unexamined life, and the opportunities left unseized. It's a difficult pill to swallow, knowing that someone else has chosen to face their fears and pursue their potential, while you remain stuck in the same patterns of fear and hesitation. This is where the disconnect happens. The chosen ones are not doing anything wrong. They are merely being who they were meant to be. They are walking in their purpose, living fully in alignment with their calling. But their very existence challenges others to confront their own choices, their own lives, and their own fears. And rather than take this challenge to heart and make the necessary changes, many choose to deflect the discomfort onto the chosen ones. The jealousy turns to resentment, and the resentment transforms into hatred. It is not hatred because of the flaws or faults of the chosen ones, but because of the uncomfortable truth. They represent the truth that others could have lived a life of greatness, but chose to let fear, insecurity, and doubt hold them back. In this sense, the hatred faced by the chosen ones is not personal. It is a reflection of the pain others feel when they are forced to confront their own potential that they have left untapped. The chosen ones are the ones who dared to take the first step to break free from the chains of mediocrity and to step boldly into their purpose. They show others what is possible when we choose to align with our divine calling, even in the face of adversity, rejection, and doubt. They are living proof that greatness is not reserved for a select few, but is available to everyone who dares to take the journey toward it. And yet this discomfort is not something that should cause the chosen ones to retreat. In fact, it is a sign of their significance in the divine plan. If they were not a threat to the forces of complacency and mediocrity, they would not be met with such resistance. The enemy, whether that be external forces or the inner forces of fear, doubt, and insecurity, sees the light of the chosen ones as a challenge. This light, this divine presence, stirs up the darkness that people have chosen to hide in. It forces them to see what they have been avoiding for so long: the truth about their own lives, their own choices, and their own potential. It is important for the chosen ones to understand that the jealousy they face is not about them. It is about the person who feels threatened by the potential they represent. The jealousy is not a personal attack, but a reflection of the inner conflict of those who are still choosing fear over faith, illusion over truth. The more the chosen ones shine, the more they will stir up this discomfort in others. But this discomfort is not meant to be avoided or feared. It is meant to be embraced as part of the process of growth. The chosen ones are meant to rise above the jealousy and envy they encounter. They are not responsible for the feelings of others, nor should they take on the burden of those feelings. Their role is not to appease others' discomfort, but to continue walking in their truth, in their purpose, with courage and conviction. They are the light that the world needs, the mirrors that reflect the unfulfilled potential in others. And in this light, they will continue to inspire others to step into their own greatness, even if it takes time for them to come to that realization. The chosen ones must understand that their success, their resilience, and their unwavering commitment to their purpose will not only serve them, but will serve as a beacon for others to follow. And in the face of jealousy, resentment, and even hatred, they must continue to shine, knowing that they are walking the path they were destined to walk. Their light is not for them alone. It is for the world, and it will always shine brighter than the darkness that tries to snuff it out. Let the jealousy of others remind the chosen ones of the greatness they carry. Let it fuel their drive to continue to rise higher and to live fully in their divine calling. For in the end, the jealousy, the envy, and the hatred they face are not signs of weakness. They are signs that the chosen ones are doing exactly what they were meant to do, disrupting the status quo, igniting change, and leading others to a life of greatness. The hate that the chosen ones experience is not a reflection of who they are, but a reflection of the discomfort they bring to others. The light they shine exposes the darkness in those around them, forcing people to confront their hidden insecurities, fears, and unfulfilled potential. This exposure can trigger intense feelings of jealousy, fear, and rejection in those who are still living in spiritual darkness. The chosen ones walk a path that cannot be controlled by the world's systems. They are not here to conform, but to transform. Their spiritual freedom, Divine purpose and resilience make them a threat to the established order. And this threat, though invisible, often manifests in the form of hatred. But for the chosen ones, this hatred is not a reflection of their worth. It is a sign of their power, their light, and their purpose. The more they shine, the more they will challenge the darkness in others. And in this challenge they will continue to rise, continue to grow, and continue to fulfill the divine calling that has been placed upon their lives. The chosen ones are not just individuals. They are divine instruments of change, spiritual warriors who bring light into the darkness. The hatred they face is a testament to the power they hold and the disruption they bring to the world's systems. It is a reminder that they are doing the work they were sent to do, awakening others, challenging the status quo, and fulfilling their divine mission. And though they may face opposition, they will always rise above it, because their purpose is far greater than the hatred of those who cannot yet see the truth. When the chosen ones face hate, rejection, or opposition, it is easy to fall into the trap of questioning their worth or feeling like they are somehow flawed. But let me assure you, this hatred is not a reflection of your inadequacy. It is the very proof of your divine purpose and the power that you carry. The world does not resist ordinary individuals. The world resists those who are different, those who challenge the status quo, and those who carry divine energy that disrupts the darkness around them. The hate you face is not a curse, it is a confirmation. The more hatred you encounter, the more you should recognize the divine significance of your presence in this world. People who walk in their purpose, who hold a light that burns brightly in the darkness, will always face resistance from the forces of this world. The enemy does not attack the unremarkable. They attack those whose divine energy can bring about transformation. Every bit of hatred you face only serves as confirmation that you are on the right path. Your calling, your light, your truth. These are the things that challenge the world's systems, and the resistance you feel is simply a reflection of the power you carry within you. When the world pushes back against you, it's because it recognizes that you are a force of change, a vessel of truth, and a carrier of divine power. Your light exposes the shadows, and it is those shadows that fight back. This hatred is not meant to discourage you. It is meant to remind you of the significance of your calling. The more you are resisted, the more you should understand that you are walking in alignment with the higher purpose for which you were created. Your mission is too important to be ignored, and this resistance only strengthens your resolve. For the chosen ones, the journey is never about being ordinary. It is not about fitting in or seeking approval. The path of the chosen is one of divine purpose, and it can feel isolating, confusing, and difficult at times. But these challenges are not signs of weakness. They are signs of your preparation for something far greater. Every moment of isolation, every betrayal, every hardship you face is part of the refining process that is necessary for you to step fully into your purpose. The pain you feel in your journey is a catalyst for your growth. The struggles, the loneliness, the doubts, all of these are part of the divine plan to prepare you for the leadership role you are called to fulfill. The divine purpose that you carry is too important to be birthed in comfort. It is formed in the fires of trial, tested through rejection, and nurtured through perseverance. Isolation is not abandonment. It is divine preparation. You are being set apart not because God has forgotten you, but because you are being prepared to lead, to inspire, and to awaken others. As the chosen one, you are being crafted for greatness. Your journey is not about seeking comfort. It's about embracing the unique path that God has laid before you knowing that this path will lead to something extraordinary. Every step you take, every moment you endure brings you closer to the realization of your divine purpose. The chosen ones were never meant to blend into the crowd. You were meant to stand out, to be a beacon of truth in a world that often chooses comfort over change. The opposition you face is simply a sign that you are walking in alignment with your divine calling. As you embrace your journey, you will inspire others to do the same, to walk in their truth, to embrace their unique purpose, and to rise above the forces that seek to keep them small. One of the most powerful qualities of the chosen ones is their resilience. The chosen ones are not immune to the attacks and negativity of the world. However, they have an unshakable strength that allows them to rise again no matter how many times they are knocked down. This strength is not born out of sheer willpower alone. It is born from a deep knowing of their divine calling and the purpose they are here to fulfill. You are unstoppable because your strength comes from something far greater than the world's systems. Your power is rooted in your connection to the divine, and as long as you stay aligned with God's plan for your life, you cannot be defeated. The world will try to break you. The enemy will throw everything they can at you, but your purpose cannot be stopped. You are destined for greatness, and no amount of opposition can prevent you from walking into your full potential. The key to staying strong in the face of opposition is to protect your energy. The world will try to drain you through negativity, through manipulation, through distractions, but you must remain focused. Your mission is too important to allow these forces to derail you. Instead of letting the attacks and hate weigh you down, use them as fuel to propel you forward. Every ounce of resistance is a reminder that you are moving closer to your divine purpose. The enemy fears your power, and that is why they will try to stop you at every turn. But the more they push, the stronger you become. It is also crucial that you remain grounded in your spiritual practice. Trust in God's provision, trust in His guidance, and trust that every step you take is part of His plan. You do not walk this path alone. The divine presence is with you every step of the way, empowering you, protecting you, and leading you. By staying focused on your mission, you are able to rise above the negativity and remain unstoppable. As the chosen ones continue to walk in their divine purpose, it is essential to protect their energy. The enemy will try to scatter your focus, distract you from your mission, and wear you down with negative influences. But the chosen ones must stay vigilant and aware of the spiritual forces at play. Your energy is precious. It is the fuel that drives your mission forward, and it must not be wasted on things or people that do not align with your purpose. One of the most powerful ways to protect your energy is by staying connected to God. When you align yourself with His will, you find strength in His presence. You gain clarity, wisdom, and peace that allows you to navigate the challenges of life with confidence. Prayer, meditation, and spiritual reflection are essential tools for maintaining your focus and staying grounded in your mission. These practices help you filter out the noise of the world and remain aligned with your higher calling. In addition to spiritual practices, the chosen ones must also be selective about who they allow into their lives. Not everyone is meant to walk with you on your journey. Some people will be there to support you, encourage you, and uplift you, while others will try to drain your energy and distract you from your purpose. It is crucial to surround yourself with people who align with your values, who share your vision, and who encourage your spiritual growth. Protecting your energy means being mindful of who you allow to influence you, and not letting anyone or anything pull you off course. The chosen ones must also be aware of their own thoughts and emotions. Negative self-talk, doubt, and fear can all drain your energy and prevent you from staying focused on your mission. When you encounter these feelings, it's important to acknowledge them and then choose to release them. Trust that God has equipped you with everything you need to succeed, and remember that your journey is divinely appointed. The time has come for you, the chosen one, to fully embrace your divine calling with unwavering conviction. You are not placed here to live in fear, to constantly seek validation, or to shrink away from the incredible purpose that has been laid out before you. You are here to shine, to lead, and to inspire others who are waiting for the light you carry. The world may try to stop you, but as long as you stay rooted in your spiritual power and divine purpose, there is nothing that can hold you back. You are unstoppable. The challenges, the hate, the fear, and the doubt, these are all merely distractions. You were chosen for this journey because you have the strength, wisdom, and resilience to face whatever obstacles come your way. Your divine calling is greater than the struggles you may encounter. Every trial you face is shaping you, preparing you for the greatness that lies ahead. The more you walk in alignment with your purpose, the more your light will shine brightly, and the more others will be drawn to it. You are not just here to live a life for yourself. You are here to impact the world, to shift the atmosphere around you, and to bring others into their own spiritual awakening. Every step you take on this journey is a step closer to fulfilling the calling that God has placed in your heart. The obstacles may seem large, but your purpose is far greater. It transcends every challenge, every moment of doubt, and every voice of resistance that tries to pull you off course. It's essential to understand that the resistance you face is not personal, it is spiritual. The enemy knows the power you carry, and he will do everything in his power to distract, delay, or drain you. But the more you press into your divine purpose, the more you will realize that those challenges are simply stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. Trust in God's plan for you, and remember that you were created for this moment. As you continue on this journey, remember this truth: your purpose is greater than the obstacles that stand in your way. The divine calling upon your life is not just a dream, it is your reality. The more you walk in alignment with your true self, the stronger you will become. You are here to create change, to be a force for good, and to leave a legacy of light, love, and service to others. Trust in God's timing, protect your energy, and stay focused on your mission. The world needs your light, your unique gift, your resilience, your strength. Nothing at all can stop you from fulfilling the divine purpose that has been set before you. You are here to change the world, and your time is now. Go forth with confidence, knowing that the divine is with you every step of the way. You are not just walking toward your destiny, you are living it right now. You are fulfilling the divine calling that has been entrusted to you. Rise above the hate, the fear, the challenges, and the darkness. Embrace your power, walk boldly in your truth, and shine your light. You are unstoppable, and the world needs everything you have to offer. This is your moment. Embrace it. The journey ahead is yours to take. In a world that thrives on conformity, being chosen is a powerful and often misunderstood gift. The challenges faced by the chosen ones, rejection, opposition, and outright hatred, are not a sign of weakness but a divine confirmation that they are walking in the fullness of their purpose. The attacks they face are a spiritual sign that they are exactly where they need to be, doing exactly what they were created to do. Their light disrupts the darkness, and this disruption causes the enemy to rise up against them. The enemy does not waste his energy on those who are walking aimlessly, those who have no impact or divine purpose. He targets the chosen ones because their mere existence threatens his kingdom of fear, doubt, and deception. Every hateful word, Every attack, every moment of rejection should be seen for what it is, a clear sign that you are doing something right. Your light, your calling, and your divine purpose are awakening something in others, something that makes them uncomfortable, something they would rather not confront. The fact that you are being resisted is the proof that you are on the right path. If you were blending in with the world, if you were following the status quo and pleasing everyone around you, then there would be no resistance. But your presence challenges the narrative of the world. It forces people to confront the truths they would rather ignore. It calls them to a higher standard, to a higher purpose. And this is the very reason why you are so powerful. Though the world may throw its stones and arrows in your direction, there is divine protection surrounding you that cannot be broken. The enemy may have attempted to slow you down, to break your spirit, or to stop you from fulfilling your divine purpose, but every attempt to bind you only serves to strengthen you. Every attack, every rejection, every betrayal has the opposite effect of what the enemy intends. It refines you. It shapes you into the vessel you were always meant to be. God's protection is not a barrier that keeps you from experiencing hardship. Rather, it is a force that ensures that no matter what comes against you, you will continue to rise. It is a power that guarantees that you will not fall under the weight of rejection or the pressure of opposition. Instead, you will rise stronger and more resolute than ever before, stepping further into your purpose with each new day. The enemy may try to harm you, but the divine protection surrounding you ensures that your spirit remains unscathed. You are being shaped for greatness, and every moment of difficulty only serves to prepare you for the destiny that awaits you. You are being forged in fire, made stronger, more resilient, and more capable of fulfilling the incredible calling placed upon your life. Nothing can stop you from stepping fully into your divine purpose. The battle you face is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of victory in the making. With every challenge you overcome, with every moment of resistance you rise above, you are proving your worth and your strength. You are showing the universe that no matter what comes against you, you will not be deterred. You will continue to walk in your divine purpose, and you will fulfill the destiny that was always meant for you. Perseverance is the hallmark of the chosen ones. They are not those who bow to opposition or crumble under pressure. No, the chosen ones are those who stand firm in their truth, knowing that their calling is greater than any challenge they might face. They press on even when the road is difficult, even when the world rejects them. They understand that this journey, though fraught with difficulty, is part of the divine plan for their life. There will be times when the weight of the world feels unbearable, when the loneliness feels overwhelming, and when the struggle seems never-ending. But know this: every moment of hardship is a moment of growth. Every trial is an opportunity to become stronger. The chosen ones are those who, no matter the depth of the valley they must walk through, emerge from it with greater strength and greater clarity of purpose. As you face these trials, remember that you are not alone. You are surrounded by divine protection, and you have been equipped with everything you need to succeed. The chosen ones are not chosen because of their perfection. They are chosen because they are willing to rise in the face of adversity, to keep pushing forward when others might give up, and to continue shining their light, no matter how dark the world might seem. You are resilient. You are capable. You are destined for greatness. The journey will not be easy, but it will be worth it. And in the end, when you have overcome all that the enemy has thrown at you, you will stand in the fullness of your divine purpose, ready to fulfill the mission that God has set before you. The time has come to fully embrace your divine calling. The journey you've been on, though difficult, has been the preparation you needed to step into the fullness of your purpose. The hate, the rejection, the battles, these were not signs that you were on the wrong path. These were the markers that show you are walking the right one. As you embrace your calling, you step into a place of divine alignment. You align with the will of God, with the divine mission that has always been destined for you. This alignment brings a sense of peace, a deep knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. You will no longer question your path, for it is clear. You will no longer be shaken by the opinions or actions of others, for you know that your worth is not found in the world's approval, but in your obedience to your divine calling. In this moment of divine alignment, you are stepping into a new season, a season of fulfillment, abundance, and spiritual clarity. The challenges you face have made you strong, and now, with divine clarity, you will rise above them to fulfill the mission you were always meant to accomplish. The time has come to step fully into your divine purpose, to walk confidently in your truth, and to know that you are exactly where you need to be. Now, the chosen one, it is time to embrace the power that resides within you, a power that is unshakable, divine, and unstoppable. The world may try to pull you down, to tell you that you're not enough, or that you are too different to succeed. The enemy may whisper lies, attempting to silence your voice, to dim your light. But know this, your light cannot be extinguished. It is rooted in the very essence of who you are, and who God has called you to be. It is an eternal flame that burns brighter with every obstacle you overcome, and nothing in this world can put it out. You were not created to walk a path of mediocrity or to succumb to fear. You were designed to walk in the fullness of your divine calling, to rise above the darkness and shine for those around you. Your journey, though filled with struggle and rejection, has shaped you into the powerful being you are today. Every trial, every heartache, and every battle you have faced has been a necessary part of your preparation. They were not meant to break you. They were meant to make you stronger, more resilient, and more connected to the divine purpose you are here to fulfill. Take a moment to reflect on where you've been, the challenges you've overcome, the moments you doubted yourself, the times you felt alone yet kept moving forward. Those experiences were not in vain. They were part of your training, your spiritual refining, and your growth. Through each of these trials, God has been shaping you, molding you, and preparing you to step into your full destiny. The pain, the rejection, the isolation, they were all opportunities for you to connect with your true strength, the power that comes from God and God alone. And now it is time for you to rise in that power, knowing that you are not just walking toward your destiny, you are living it. The future is bright, the path ahead is clear, and you are equipped with everything you need to succeed. Do not look at your circumstances and doubt what you are capable of. You have been divinely equipped, and the resources, wisdom, and support you need are already aligned with your purpose. The universe is on your side, and it is guiding you every step of the way. Trust that all that you have been through has prepared you for this moment, and that you are ready to rise and fulfill the mission that you were placed on this earth to accomplish. Stand tall, chosen one. Walk boldly into your divine calling, knowing that the light within you is not just a reflection of who you are, but a reflection of God's glory. Let your light shine in the darkest places. Let your presence be felt wherever you go. The enemy may tremble at your power, but you will remain steadfast in your mission, unshaken and determined. You are a force to be reckoned with, and nothing can stand in the way of your purpose. As you continue on your journey, let your spirit soar. With each step, you are fulfilling the incredible purpose that has always been within you. The world needs you now more than ever. You are a beacon of hope, a symbol of faith, and a vessel of God's love and light. Embrace your calling and know that you are exactly where you are meant to be. The time to shine is now.